Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO8 Local News. Vanessa Renee Henschel of Briar Cliff was arrested on Tuesday for allegedly stabbing an acquaintance at a local motel, made a first appearance during a session of the Baxter County Circuit Court Thursday, and entered a not guilty plea to the latest charges filed against her. The 23-year-old female victim received non-threatening injuries to her neck and upper torso. She was taken to the Baxter County Medical Center by ambulance for treatment of injuries. The victim told officers that there were no conversation between her and Henschel prior to the attack. She said she was lying in bed and Henschel jumped on top of her and started stabbing her while saying, "I'm sorry," throughout the duration of that attack. Henschel remains in the Baxter County Jail on charges of first-degree battery with bond set at $250,000. Circuit Judge Gordon Webb ordered her to reappear March 17th. At a ceremony held Thursday afternoon at Gassville City Park, friends, family, and members of the community and law enforcement gathered to honor the memory of the late Gassville Police Captain Jim Sewell on the 10th anniversary of his death in the line of duty. Gassville Mayor Jeff Bram and Gassville Police Chief Tim Mayfield, along with Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery, shared their memories of Sewell and each talked about the sacrifices made by law enforcement officers in keeping the community safe. Sewell was shot to death while making a routine traffic stop on U.S. Highway 62-412 in Gassville on the afternoon of February the 4th of 2006. The gunman, then 18-year-old Jacob D. Rabatti of Massachusetts, then led police on a high-speed chase that ended in the city of Norfolk. Rabatti shot and killed the passenger in his car before being mortally wounded in a shootout with authorities. Chief Mayfield said even after 10 years, it is hard to believe that such a tragedy could have struck the mostly quiet and peaceful town of Gassville. If Harrison's zoning code changes, it will only be after a committee comes up with the definitions pertaining to structures not already defined in the current code. The issue came before the Harrison Planning Commission in November after a resident on Windsor Drive installed a large portable carport-style structure to cover a fifth-wheel camper in his yard. A neighbor, Joe Golden, complained that the carport didn't meet the setback requirements for buildings. Commissioners asked Public Works Director Wade Phillips to look at how other cities handle such structures, and Phillips told commissioners this week that Springdale and Bentonville did apply setback regulations to those structures, but their respective zoning codes identify them and specifically apply setback requirements. He recommended that the city adjust the code regarding structures, but there might be some structures that should be excluded. That would require specific definitions. Harrison High School Chamber Singers will perform at 7 p.m. next Thursday, February the 11th at the Lyric Theater as a part of a fundraiser for the group and their trip to the All-State Regional Clinic in Hot Springs on February the 17th through the 20th. The Chamber Singers, consisting of 34 students, are the only high school students in the state to be featured on the Friday night of the clinic. The clinic is made up of bands, orchestras, and choirs from around the state coming together to learn and perform together. Directed by Michael Crouch, the concert at the Lyric will showcase the program the choir will be performing at that clinic in Hot Springs. Tickets for the Lyric Theater concert, $10 per person. Beginning February 1st, Arkansas students can apply online for more than 100 private scholarships through Arkansas's Community Foundation. The Community Foundation scholarships are for Arkansas students pursuing higher education at 2- or 4-year colleges or universities, vocational schools, or technical training programs. Some scholarships are designated for graduates of a particular high school or those who plan to attend a particular college. Others are based on extracurricular activities or intended college majors. April 1st is the deadline to apply for all of these scholarships. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region. But first, here's this week's livestock report with Sammy Klein, brought to you by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte.
Hey, Sammy. This is Jim from TKO. How you doing, buddy?
Okay, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. I want to see if I can get that report from you. We had some technical glitches this morning. Just whenever's good for you, though. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything.
Hey, I can do it right now.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. And you're rolling.
This is Sammy Klein, Federal State Livestock Market News Service. Reporting sales North Arkansas livestock Austin Green Forest, Wednesday, February 3rd. Cattle receipts 341. Last week, 892. Year ago, 223. Compared to last week, feeder steers and bulls under 550 pounds steady $4 lower. On a light test, 550, 600 pounds, 46 higher. Feeder heifers 350, 400 pounds, 4 higher. Over 400 pounds, mostly $4 lower. Slaughter cows and bulls steady at $2 higher. Feeder steers, medium large ones, 3 400 pounds, 218 at 239. 4 500 pounds, 190 219. 5 to 600 pounds, 175 to 210. 650 pound, 170, 177. 5 to 778 pound at 147. Feeder heifer, medium large ones, 3 to 400 pound, 175 to $2. 4 to 500 pound, 175 to 181. 5 to 600 pound, 150 to 168. 6 to 700 pounds, 149 to 152. 7 to 800 pound, 130 to 138. Replacement cows, medium large 1 and 2, 2 to 7-year-old, 900 1,300 pounds, second and third stage, 1250 to 1825 per head. Some 7 10-year-old cows, second and third stage at 77 to 86. Slaughter cows, boners 72 to 76, high dress 77 to 84. Lane 64 to 72, high dress 73 to 80, low dress 58 to 63. Slaughter bulls, grade 1s and 2s, 1,100 pounds, 97 to 99. High dress 99 to 101.50. That's Mark today. Sammy Klein reporting. Thank you.
The 2016 Toyota Camry, with its stylish exterior, advanced technology, and sporty handling. It'll make you look as good as it drives. Right now, get $1,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2016 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Stop and shop.
It's the Super Bowl of savings this week at Edwards Grocery. Selected varieties DiGiorno pizzas only $3.99. Whole in-the-bag pork butts only 89 cents per pound. Baby back pork ribs only $2.49 per pound of the family pack. Best Choice chicken wings only $6.99 in the 3-pound bag. And selected varieties Doritos Tortilla or Ruffles brand potato chips, buy one, get one free.
Edwards Grocery Station money.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Spring has already started at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. The ladies at Sisters have created some beautiful spring floral arrangements, and new home accent items are arriving daily. You'll also find a great selection of centerpieces, unique birdhouses, wall decor, and many other great gift items. Come by and check out the many Razorback items on display. From handcrafted metalware, dinnerware, serving pieces, tabletop items, and cooking utensils, Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Catch the spring fever at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
A Boonville woman faces a felony charge of computer child pornography after being accused of exchanging nude photos with a minor through social media app Snapchat. 26-year-old Sydney Percy and a boy swapped numerous nude photos and videos of each other last fall while Percy was working as a substitute teacher for the Boonville School District. The student says he became uncomfortable after Percy went to some of his athletic events and then blocked her from his Snapchat account. Percy was arrested and released on a $5,000 bond January the 27th. She's scheduled to appear in the Logan County Circuit Court later this month and is prohibited from contacting the student. Well, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Little Rock District has announced it will increase the release from Bull Shoals Dam on Monday to continue the evacuation of stored floodwater. The Corps says releases will increase from 27,000 cubic feet per second to 30,000 cubic feet per second using a combination of spillway and hydropower turbine releases. Water downstream of the dam will rise from 6 to 9 inches. A similar release was made in mid-January, and the Corps advises property owners downstream of Bull Shoals Lake to make necessary preparations now for the higher release planned for next week by ensuring that docks are properly anchored and maintained and to remove any temporary enclosures from the floodplain. Well, Governor Asa Hutchinson is calling his meeting with federal officials this week a good start to his proposal to add new limitations to the state's hybrid Medicaid expansion program. The Republican governor says he'll give lawmakers more details at a hearing February 17th on the negotiations to keep the expansion and add new restrictions on its eligibility and limits. The private option expansion uses federal money to purchase private insurance for low-income residents. Hutchinson and legislative leaders met with U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Sylvia Burwell in Washington on Monday to discuss those proposals. To lure new businesses to the state, Arkansas is borrowing an idea usually found in corporate boardrooms. If rebranding itself, Governor Asa Hutchinson and the State Economic Development Commission has announced the launch of Arkansas Incorporated. It's a new branding campaign aimed at recruiting new businesses to the state and encouraging existing ones to expand. The campaign will include targeted ads in several trade and industry publications and on a variety of websites. A spokesperson for the commission said the initial ad buy for the campaign is about $300,000. Hutchinson says the campaign helps the state communicate that it wants to grow business and can compete in today's economy. Little Rock's Animal Services Director will soon present proposed revisions to regulations for keeping chickens and other fowl in the city limits to the Animal Services Advisory Board. Nearly 25 people, and about half of them chicken owners, showed up to a special meeting seeking public input this week. One woman complained of noise from a nearby rooster owner, but the majority of the people cautioned Animal Services Director Tracy Rourke about coming up with rules that are too strict on responsible chicken keepers. The board is expected to discuss the draft set of rules on February 17th. It will then make a recommendation on regulation revisions to the City Board of Directors, which will have the final say on changes to that ordinance. Before we take a look at the weather forecast for the weekend, here's the way the stock ended the week. After a somewhat chilly start this morning, turned out to be a pretty nice day here in the viewing area. Lots of sunshine throughout the afternoon. Got up to 53 degrees here at our studios with a slight wind out of the south-southwest of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looks like going into the weekend, we're again going to have just a little bit more of a warm-up. Pretty nice day for the weekend. Then we are going to have some colder air move in from the north out of Canada, and that jet stream is going to push down into the middle part of the United States next week and give us colder temperatures for at least a few days anyway. Here's the way it looks as we head into the weekend. On Saturday, lots of sunshine out there, almost similar to today. 55 degrees in the afternoon with a breeze out of the west-southwest of 5 to 10 miles per hour. On Sunday, about the same, 56 degrees under partly cloudy skies and west-southwest wind up to 15 miles per hour. Kick off the work week, however, that frontal system comes in late Sunday night, early Monday morning, and the high temperature on Monday, 36 cold degrees, lots of wind up to 25 miles per hour gusting out of the north. Overnight low on Monday night of around 17 degrees. Tuesday is going to be another cold one as well, 39 degrees and even though the sunshine will be out in the afternoon. Then on Wednesday, we start to warm up again, 52 degrees on Wednesday with lots of sunshine, and everything shifts back to a southerly wind. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO8 News continues.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Technology is a living thing. It listens to us.
How may I help you?
It shows us the way. It expands our minds and gives us vision where once we had none. This is how civilization moves forward. This
Is how we get coffee.
the 2016 Corolla. Technology on a whole other level.
Right now, get $1,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a stylish new 2016 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
We moved here in June, 18 years ago, and had not been in the house more than a week, and I popped my hip out of joint. And that was my first experience. And of course, the ER saved my life. I had an aortic aneurysm, and it had leaked all night. As soon as they brought me in here, they knew exactly what it was and exactly what to do.
Arkansas Orthopedics and Sports Medicine now offers you two orthopedic surgeons, both trained in all the latest surgical techniques. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler specialize in all forms of orthopedic problems and injuries, from torn rotator cuffs to joint replacement, even sprains or broken bones. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler will see you quickly and with the highest standard of efficiency. The entire staff of Arkansas Orthopedics works to keep you moving. Call today for an appointment. Call Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler in Harrison at 741-8289.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has Auto Body Repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison is a Health Mart town. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
It is only appropriate that Harrison's Carly Spears wants to be a nurse. The senior soccer player has inflicted so much pain on the field with her offensive skills, she has left teams crying in pain. Well, this week, Spears signed a national letter of intent to play soccer at the University of Arkansas in Little Rock. Over the course of Spears' career, the Lady Goblins have set several records for the squad. Even with one more season to play, Spears sets at the top of the record book in career goals. She has 245 career points, 103 for the last season alone. While Spears has been on the soccer field for the Lady Goblins, she has helped the squad to 2 conference titles and 1 state championship. During her 3 years, she was also All-State all 3 seasons and was selected as the most outstanding player in the Class 5A state soccer tournament 2 years ago as a sophomore. Congratulations. Devin Carter had a career-high of 6 three-pointers and scored 33 points. Anthony Livingston scored 5 of his 20 points in overtime as Arkansas State beat South Alabama 79-73 last night. George Bonavia made 2 straight buckets, and South Alabama led 73-72 in overtime. Livingston followed with a 3-point play, and Charles Waters added 2 free throws for a 77-73 lead with 23 seconds left to play. Livingston sealed with the 2 free throws and about 16 seconds left on the clock. Trailing 35-26 at halftime, South Alabama rallied to a 69-64 lead, but was scoreless in the final 4 minutes, with Carter hit a 3 with 1.8 seconds left to tie at 69. The Red Wolves shot 38%, but made 21 of 24 from the free throw line. Marcus Johnson Jr. scored 18 points, and conference-leading Arkansas Little Rock rolled over Troy University Thursday night, posting a 72-49 victory to push their Sun Belt Conference record to 10-1. Little Rock held a 28-22 lead at intermission, but Johnson hit a pair of three-pointers early in the second half to push that lead to 10 points, 34-24. Josh Hagan sparked a 7-0 Little Rock run that pushed the lead to 41-27. Johnson was 4 of 6 from behind the arc, and Little Rock shot 50% from the three-point range as a team while shooting 46% overall from the field. Mercedes Russell had 15 points and 11 rebounds as number 23 Tennessee defeated Arkansas 75-57 on Thursday to give the Lady Vols coach Holly Warlick her 100th career victory. Warlick improved her career record to 128 and became the 17th Division I women's coach to earn 100 victories within her first 4 seasons. Tennessee earned a measure of revenge after a 64-59 defeat at Arkansas on January 14th, which was the Lady Vols' first loss to a team with a sub-500 record since way back in 1979. Diamond DeShields ended her recent slump by scoring 15 points. Tia Cooper had 13, and Andre Carter had 10. DeJern Butler led a balanced attack with 16 points, and Georgia used a late 12-0 run to defeat number 21 Missouri 65-50 on Thursday night. Tara Griffin added 15 points, Shabana Baree had 14, and Kaylee Robinson 12 with 10 rebounds for the Bulldogs, who were facing their 6th ranked team in the last 10 games they played. They lost the first 3 and have won the last 3. Sophie Cunningham had 17 points. Jordan Fredericks 12 for Missouri. The Bulldogs turned 15 Missouri turnovers into 24 total points. Well, that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from your local broadcast station, TKO Channel 8.
Stop and shop. Where friends and neighbors shop. No one knows our values better than you.
We're at Edwards Grocery today, and don't forget, if you didn't know, Edwards Grocery is the only locally owned and operated grocery store here in the Harrison area. They've been here for many, many years, and their family has been in the grocery business all this time. They know the grocery business, and they not only know the grocery business, but they know customer service. Brian Wiggs with us today. Brian's the manager here. Brian, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
The one thing we want to focus on today, and Brian's going to talk a little bit about it here, is everybody knows about the game of life, and we're not talking about the game of life we all have to go through. We're talking about the true game of life, and that's what they have going here today, and have had going for a while, and goes through the month of February. Tell us a little bit about the game of life and how it works, Brian.
Well, it's just like the board game. It's a lot like the Monopoly game that they have at McDonald's. You get the game piece. It's got 4 different pieces on it that you can actually stick to the game board, and then once you fill up the whole game board piece, you actually win that prize.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So everything that you buy, you get 1 ticket for every purchase, and in every ad we have bonus items that comes, and
do they have stickers on those items out in the store?
Yeah, we actually have signs for everything that's in the store that's a bonus item, and for every one thing you buy, you get an extra ticket for that bonus item.
Wow. And those items, they change every week?
Every week they change. We have a little bit of different thing in there, everything from the meat department to the grocery side to produce, a little bit of everything in there.
This is a combination promotion for all the stores that are with AWG. And
yeah, there's quite a few stores through AWG that are actually running it, but we're the actually only store on the Northwest Arkansas that actually runs it.
Wow. Yeah, I was looking in the sheet here, and it talks about all the prizes and has listed all the different things that you can win, and you can go online, obviously, to look at those. But anywhere from $250 all the way up to $10,000 worth of prizes and cash, etc., that you can win through this Game of Life game.
Yeah, you get small prizes all the way from a $50 gift card to $5 cash to a Big Joe grill to an Xbox One. There's a lot of different prizes you can win.
And there's no purchase necessary.
No purchase necessary.
So anybody can play the game.
Yep, anybody can play it.
You mentioned something, Brian, that as we go into the last month of the promo, it goes through February the 23rd. In February, you're going to do some double bonus stuff, you said?
Yeah, all through the month of February, we'll be doubling tickets for everybody.
Very good. Game of Life, everybody knows about it. If you've been around any length of time, it's one of the oldest board games that you'll find. It's still very active, and you can buy the board game anywhere at any of the big box stores or any game stores around the area. While we're here, we want to talk about some key areas here at Edwards Grocery. Your meat department is excellent back there.
Yes, yes.
One thing that people like to do many times is maybe they're looking out in the counters and they don't see the right cut or the kind of meat they want. If they come down and they don't see it, what do?
They can ask one of the butchers. We have somebody here until 8 o'clock. They can customize any steak that you want, any roast. If you want a ribeye, an inch thick, we can cut it for you.
Well, and they have great meat products here, and they're very competitively priced, anywhere from their poultry products through their beef, pork, and then obviously they have a great frozen food section here. And in the frozen food area, they have wonderful, I buy a lot of fish down here from you. I love your fish products, and everything from tuna steaks to codfish or whatever. Another area that you've had for a long time, and sometimes people just kind of forget about it, is the bakery, and you do custom bakery items.
Yes, we do custom cakes, all the way from just cake kits to writing anything that you want on it, decorating it however you like.
Have a book, I noticed, or books, and they can come down and pick out a kind of cake?
Yeah, they can kind of get an idea of what they want. You can do anything from frozen to a Disney cake or anything. We can customize it.
The other big area here that, well, if you want to come down here at 11 o'clock till about 1, just get in line over here, the deli. They have a great deli. Your chicken is the best chicken in the entire area. I love your chicken.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
Edwards chicken is the best. But if you want to have lunch at a very reasonable price, you can come down. They have lunch specials every day. You can come down and have lunch. They also serve breakfast every morning. Got to get here early because the breakfast products goes real fast.
For sure, it's pretty popular.
But any of those areas like that, again, the bakery, the deli, the meat department, and then just your basic products here, very competitive in this area and always have been here at Edwards Grocery. Anything else, Brian, you want to touch on? Did we hit most of the products today that you want to touch on?
A lot of times, too, people don't know we have a lot of in-store specials that we don't advertise in our ad.
Okay.
They can go through the store. We have everything with a sign on it. We advertise a lot on Facebook now. We're getting into social media, so everybody can keep an eye out on Facebook and kind of keep our eye out, and we always run deals. We try to do it every week, but
when I came down to see you yesterday, you were standing back in the meat department, and they were standing in front of this huge case back there, and you had bacon.
Yeah, we had Best Choice 1 pound bacon, 4 for $5.
4 for $5. Can you believe that? Well, it was going fast. They're buying it by the case.
Yeah, it didn't last very long.
And so a lot of those kind of specials you do a lot.
Yeah, we're going to advertise those on Facebook, through our website, and actually through the radio stations also.
Okay. So anytime, just remember, if you don't see it on the station, look on Facebook or whatever, and they'll have it, and we'll be posting this on there as well. Brian, thank you so much. It's exciting. Don't forget about the Game of Life. You can play it right here at Edwards Grocery, Harrison's home-owned, home-operated grocery store.
Edwards Grocery Station Money.
Introducing 2 new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Attention safe drivers, keep your vehicle safe with new tires from Worley Tire. Stop in and visit with our friendly and knowledgeable staff and get the tires that are best for your car, truck, or SUV. You can even shop with us online at WorleyTire.com. Worley Tire also features batteries, alignments, tire rotation, and repair. Visit us on the web and like us on Facebook for the latest deals and specials that can keep you and your family safe. Worley Tire, 804 East Stevenson in Harrison.